3 questions to answer?
Yes. 3, 2, 1, actually, is how we're doing it.
3,
if you would listen.
2, 1. Who's going to impose an attitude shift is my first question to be answered. And I say attitude shift because it's more than just a leader, right? Because a leader is one thing. I want the perception of this team to change. I want these guys to understand who they're playing for, what they're playing for, and who's going to be that guy. Christian constantly has been said about him, he's not a vocal leader. He leads by example on the football field. But you know what? A team like this needs a vocal leader too. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Question for the desk.
I'm curious what you boys think about leadership and bringing some of what we all said was missing, especially in that second friendly against Switzerland, which was just the hunger, the want, the desire. I mean, does that come down, Nige, to one player? Is it like by committee situation? What has been your experience?
It depends on the environment, and it can come in many different facets. I would say sometimes it can be one player, and it can be one moment where, he can be a catalyst and he can spark something. My time in my career, when I just got moved to Aston Villa, I went there. It was very friendly at the time, really good players there. And I nearly had a bust up in my second training session with someone who's been there before.
Shocked.
And the coaches pulled me to the side and said, we've been waiting for that for so long. And from then it just kind of changed. And there are
this is what this team needs, 100%.
An individual player can be that catalyst that sets the tone. And once you have that player, it's down for the managers and the coaches to back that player, to say, this is it now. And he has to be a leader able to grow, to understand, yes, you're the leader of the group, but you still have to have the respect of your teammates. And there's many ways to be a leader. Christian is not very vocal. You don't always have to be a vocal leader, but there's other things you can do to get the respect of the group, to everyone to say, I will go to war with that person.
Right.
So for me...
That's what I want to see in this national team. And it's not just leading by example. Like, sure, you need to have a couple of guys that lead by example, that kind of fly the flag, right, and everybody follows suit. But I want that, when it gets down and dirty, because international football gets down and dirty. At a World Cup, you're going to have to get the most out of your players, out of each other, like band of brothers that tactics can't teach, a training session can't teach. Who's going to be the guy? And this is what I'm talking about, attitude shift. Grab somebody by the shirt.
There is a guy, right? We often praise him for it. As of late, Diego Luna is part of that. Diego Luna is part of that attitude shift. One of the things that we saw in this friendly is Diego Luna, for a guy who has the quality in the final third, I saw him get stuck in on more 50-50 challenges. In the Nations League, you were there. This is a guy that does the work on both sides of the ball. We know that Tyler Adams has the leadership potential. He was the captain in the last World Cup. This is Tyler Adams' team to lead. Vocal leadership on the field, does it by example. Strap it right now. Don't make it a guessing game. Give him the armband right now. Have that meeting. Have him be the extension of what you're trying to do if you're Poch. And players like Diego Luna will follow. Players like Patrick Agyemang, that's the guy they follow.
I would agree to that. If I had to pick one, I would say Tyler Adams will get my vote as the captain and as the leader. The problem with Tyler, though, is availability. He needs to stay fit. If you're going to be that leader, you have to stay fit and be there week in, week out, and be on the pitch. Be available for the national team. But he's the one that I would say is the leader if I had to pick.
Okay, number 2. And now we're not going to get our answer here or at any moment, I don't think soon. Who's going to be the goalkeeper?
Nico Cantor?
Yeah.
Because can I tell you something?
Yes.
Go back to that Belgium game in 2014. Sometimes you need a goalkeeper to bail you out of dire situations. Belgium should have won that game 5-0. Belgium were better than the U.S., and the U.S. almost snagged it late. Wanda was so close. But goalkeepers, go back from the World Cup winners. You always have a top goalkeeper that bails you out of situations. And Matt Turner's not bailing you out of situations. Right now, he's putting you in a hole.
Yep.
Every single game that he plays. And even if, let's just say, best case scenario, he plays for Lyon. Well, no, best case scenario, if he's playing and he's finally playing and he locks down a starting spot at Lyon, I would be impressed. And I would say he's the guy that should be the goalkeeper for the United States men's national team. But I'm so worried more than I've ever been. It's been for a long time.
The development of goalkeepers in America has been a big worry. Because if you take back history lesson, being in England, playing in England, whenever Americans came over to Europe and they were a goalkeeper, we're like, oh, he's going to be good. That was the standard. Being a goalkeeper coming from America was what they used to judge. And you talk about great goalkeepers. You talk about Brad Friedel. You talk about Casey Keller, you talk about Tim Howard, and even Brad Guzan, who I played with. They were phenomenal goalkeepers. You'd get more respect coming to England.
What about Tony
as a
Miller?
goalkeeper? And Tony. Sorry, I forgot
Tony's
Tony.
going to be pissed.
Tony, my guy.
He's going to call you out. Big Tones.
Tone, I got you, bro.
Tony, come on.
He's got the red, white, and blue
Got you,
on.
Tone.
But look, I think.
No, but yeah, that was what Americans were known for, and now the standard is nowhere near to those greats that I've mentioned before.
I think the goalkeeping pool is caught in this crossroads right now because U.S. goalkeepers, their number one job before, they were great shot stoppers. They kept the ball out of the net. It's simple as that, right? In the Greg Berhalter era, I think the emphasis on playing with the ball, that's not Matt Turner's strength. It won't be in this lifetime. It won't be in the next lifetime. I'll be shocked if it grows when he's at Lyon. And if this continues with him, if he starts poor at Lyon, then that goalkeeping job, I still believe it's not fully set, and I don't think we're going to see it set till we get to the camp before the World Cup.
You've got a year to make, for one of the goalkeepers to make a claim to that spot. You've still got a year to go.
What happened to
But
Gaga
injuries are
now?
an issue too. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, he's injured? Like, but...
Not a Poch guy. Not yet.
Why? Like, why at this point? If he's trying so much, what did he try? What did we say? What was the stat that we used a couple days ago? He tried 60 guys?
Yeah, over
different
60 players
players
across the 10 games that he's managed. I think
Like,
it's
we need to go searching for a goalkeeper, right? Let's go through the Rolodex of goalkeepers that we got. Gaga Solina, hopefully he's healthy. I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Yeah, injuries have been an
because
issue. Injuries have been an issue with other players in the pool, and I think that has kept
limited.
Pochettino from being able to actually get a holistic look at where they're at within that position, which is unfortunate given that we are, if you didn't know, 365 days away.
Probably Zach Steffen would be the star if he wasn't as well.
think so?
He'd be injured again. He'd have a great opportunity.
He probably would be the one right now if he wasn't always injured as well.
Right now, I think Zach Steffen is up there for one of the best goalkeepers, when healthy, in Major League Soccer. Prior to the injury, he was pushing in that direction. And this is right now Matt Turner's job to lose, but it's very much Zach Steffen's job to gain once he gets back.
And it has been for a while for Matt Turner. All right, Nico, what about number one?
Yeah, sensational graphics work, by the way. It looks like he's Pochettino's petting Nigel's hair. All right, or lack of thereof. What is a realistic expectation and ideal finish? And let's not be hyperbolic. Ideal finish is winning the World Cup, right? Obviously.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
Fantasy finish is winning the World Cup.
Right.
Okay.
So, from getting grouped to what? Where do we see this team realistically finishing?
We don't even know what the team is yet. I think for me, you've got to get at least out of the group stages, being on home soil.
Out of the group, I don't see
would
this
say
team
last
going
16.
past round of 16.
Round of 16.
To me, ideal on home soil is getting past the round of 16 because this group, in large part, that a lot of the same players will be available from the 2022 World Cup, did get to the round of 16. That's where they failed to progress. But you would imagine that being on home soil adds that extra element of pressure and expectation that, hey, go do something that you couldn't do
mind you,
last time.
there's one more previous instance, right? There'll be one previous instance before the round of 16 because of the amount of teams. So you have to win 8 games to win a World Cup.
It's realistic and idealistic, but realistically, this is a side, depending on the group they get, first and foremost, right? This is getting players healthy, getting strikers to score damn goals, because that's been a problem as of late. Quarterfinals, that is what the ideal should be. That is the standard that we should hold Mauricio Pochettino to, because all the other managers who came before him, they got the round of 16, and you brought Poch in to move the standard forward.
Yep.
So this is a group that if they hit on all cylinders, and this is a big if right now, but that's the standard I'm holding them to, is get out of the group, round of 16, and if you're not going to make it to the quarterfinals, you have to be convincing in that round of 16 match and at least be dominant in that display to tell me that the program's moving forward.
I'd be surprised if they
Completely
make a quarterfinal.
I'll be very surprised too.
But that would be ideal.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Goalkeeping is a worry for me, and I also would say goal scoring now is starting to become an evident worry for me for this US national team.
Yeah, on both ends of
Two
the pitch.
major problems, two of the biggest, most important parts of a football pitch.